three teenage kids are extraordinary.
I'm always so happy to talk about my siblings.
Haley is in her third year of law school at 18.
People, they hear about my story and they're like, oh, wow, you must be a genius. And I'm like, but actually I have a little brother.
Ian is starting his MBA at 15.
And then I have a little sister.
Hannah is a college sophomore at 13.
And they're like, wow, so it's just like a family thing. I'm like,
This is Africa. So guys, it's the first day of the last month in our current series. I want to thank all 331 of you subscribers for your support for the last 11 months. Obviously, some of you have just subscribed. Some of you have subscribed from the beginning. I appreciate all of you very, very, very deeply. Thanks for your support. You know, the reason why I set up this channel is to dispel, or was to dispel, some myths a lot of us have as Africans or African descended peoples. Now this video is quite interesting. The video I'm going to show you after you've seen what ChatGPT says about intelligence. I didn't ask it about what race is the most intelligent. No, I didn't ask that because, I mean, for me, it's a non-question. You know, we're all intelligent, black, white, Chinese, whatever. Everyone's intelligent. But what I have a problem with is one race seeing another race as inferior. And you know that as black people, that has been our story, essentially, by the other races. But I know, I mean, I've never had any what's the word now? What's the word? Hang-ups about one race being more intelligent than the other. No, I mean, I've been in school with people from different races, and I know how I perform compared to them. If it was true that these other races are superior, then you expect probably every single person, at least a vast majority, to be more intelligent than you. But that's not the case, and I'm not the only one who has experienced that as well. So I've asked ChatGPT, is intelligence a bit of nature or nurture? Now I'm going somewhere with this, guys. You'll see why in the video I'm going to show you later. So now ChatGPT says, yes, intelligence is indeed a combination of both nature, genetic factors, and nurture, environmental factors. Here's a concise summary of how each contributes to intelligence. So we scroll. Heritability. Twin and family studies indicate that a significant portion of intelligence can be attributed to genetic factors. Identical twins, even when raised apart, tend to have more similar IQs compared to fraternal twins. So guys, I don't know if it's okay for me to read everything. I don't think it will be because of time. So you can go check this out, ask ChatGPT about this. But I'll scroll slowly. You can pause the video and read all that it says about this, and then I'll play you a video. Absolutely fascinating video. Now, this is a family of 3. 2 of the kids are siblings, the third one isn't. The third one was adopted. I'll just leave that hanging for now, and we shall play the video next.
I haven't played this song in a while.
The oldest on the piano.
Yeah, I'm pretty much self-taught.
The middle on the computer. And the youngest in the kitchen.
Thank you. I got it for Christmas.
In any home with 3 teenage kids, this is probably pretty ordinary, but these 3 teenage kids are extraordinary.
I'm always so happy to talk about my siblings.
Haley is in her third year of law school at 18.
People, they hear about my story and they're like, oh, wow, you must be a genius. And I'm like, but actually I have a little brother.
Ian is starting his MBA at 15.
And then I have a little sister.
Hannah is a college sophomore at 13.
And they're like, wow, so it's just like a family thing. I'm like,
Like sometimes I'm like looking around like, how did this happen?
When Dad William Schlitz and Mom Maisha Taylor ask themselves that question, they think back to a conversation with 5-year-old Haley about her kindergarten teacher.
And she's like, I mean, well, she seems okay in class, but I don't know her in her personal life. I mean, who knows what she's like when I'm not around? I'm like, but you're 5, though. Like, it's a yes or no question, honey. Did you like your teacher?
So little Haley was complex, and little Ian was perceptive.
When they teach us a certain subject, I had realized that I was the first one to get it.
The kids knew early on they were different. But as Haley aged, different became defiant. Mom and Dad worried she was immature and needed to repeat 5th grade. But a pediatric psychologist gave Haley and Ian an intelligence test.
I knew I had a maximum of 150 points, and I was 149. So one right below, one right below.
And I was one right below her with 148.
Haley didn't need a second go at 5th grade. The psychologist said she needed to go to college.
We're fighting over bedtime or just basic things. College? How is she going to have the discipline to succeed in college?
They blindly leaped into homeschooling.
It was complete unknown. I mean, this could have went either way,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and there were days where you thought it was going to go the other way.
Right.
Like, oh, what did we do?
Right.
They tailored lessons to each child and discovered all 3 learned remarkably fast and work
Without hard work, a genius still will fail.
incredibly hard.
I think a lot of the misconception is that, they just said, 1 + 1 = 2, and now we know all of calculus. It wasn't like that. Like, it was a lot of studying, a lot of hours.
Maisha is a doctor. William is in communications. They are smart people raising geniuses and reminding them to honor their brilliance and their blackness.
My dad has pushed the idea of me becoming the ambassador of Ethiopia. So that's something I want to test around about, like see if it's a good job, if it pays well.
Why Ethiopia? Because that's where Hannah was born. She was adopted into a family with good genes, but perhaps even better hearts.
It's not entirely genetics. It's also, like they said, hard work and being around the hard work. I'm really proud to have them as a brother and sister, to be in this family in general.
In Keller, I'm Teresa Woodard.
So guys, you heard that. What the conclusion was about intelligence. Now I'm going to try and get this thing back on to my screen, ChatGPT. I think it's important, I know it's important that we nurture our kids, we surround our children with other people who would lift them up, more intelligent people, people who have heart as well. If you remember, the narrator said something about heart. Now, this girl was adopted from Ethiopia, one of the poorest countries in Africa, for a very, very long time. In Ethiopia, it's growing by leaps and bounds today, but well, let's not veer off course. Now, even though this little girl was from an impoverished country, and you also, some of you who are listening to this now will know that there is a correlation between malnourishment or malnutrition and intelligence. Okay, so if you're not nourished properly as a child, as a baby, obviously that would affect your intelligence as well. Now, this child has come from Ethiopia, and now she's growing up with her siblings, whose parents, biological parents, adopted her into this family. So she has picked up the good habits, reading, taking up an instrument, and they're all in Mensa. They're all intelligent kids, even though the youngest girl, from Ethiopia, is not a biological sibling. So if you think that everyone is born intelligent, you are missing a trick. Intelligence can be improved. The brain is malleable. Neuroplasticity, you can see that right there on the screen. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and recognize itself in response to experiences, underscores the dynamic interplay between genetic and environmental factors. Lifelong learning and new experiences continue to shape intelligence. In conclusion, intelligence results from the complex interplay between genetic and environmental influences. Both nature and nurture significantly contribute to shaping an individual's cognitive abilities. There you go, guys. Do not give up. Do not resign yourself to fate and say, well, I'm not intelligent. You can always get better at anything, sports, music. You may not be the best in the world, but you can always get better. Okay, so you as a black boy, a black girl, black man, black woman, no matter how old you are, you can always get better. You can always better. You're not going to be, if you want to play basketball and you're average, you're probably not going to be as good as Kobe Bryant. Okay, but you can always get better. That's the point I'm trying to make in this video. So again, thank you for your support. We're going to go back to our usual videos for the rest of the month. And then from the 1st of August, from the 1st of July, I beg your pardon, our videos are going to be a bit longer and more in-depth. And then obviously we're going to have more shorts as well. Like, share, subscribe, and we shall see you on the next video. But before I do that, I want to show you something. There's someone called Alana Beavers, who some people say he's intelligent, more intelligent than Albert Einstein. Watch this, guys. So this website, I believe it's a website, I've not been in there yet, posted on the 7th of August 2021. It says 3 black kids have the highest IQs in the world. Okay, so before that, I wanted to show you, I'll show you this since I'm there already. I did type in this, black kids more intelligent than Einstein. So let's go into the page and see what info. So again, you can see the website is called theblackmaverick.com. So guys, go check it out. I want to encourage us, as black people, African descended peoples, not to cave into the narrative that, some other people or people from other races say about us. There we go. This is the information I was looking for. So, surpassing the IQs of well-known geniuses Bill Gates, Albert Einstein, and Isaac Newton, 3 black kids, Ramani Wilfred, Anala Beavers, and Alana George. That's interesting. 2 Alanas. So if you want your girl to be intelligent, perhaps you should call her Alana. Currently have the highest IQs in the world. I think the IQs average about 145. Alana's, I know for sure, is 145. So that's Alana there in the middle, Alana Beavers. And this is Alana George. And then this guy is Ramani Wilfred. So guys, go check this out. I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks for hanging out with us again. And share this video, like the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to the channel. And we shall see you on the next video. Hasta la vista.